So was not very privy to the information. I went on a couple. I think I went on an op with you, Chris, where we tried to get Krieger out. I
Yeah,
think.
that was
Um,
Mm.
a
I was
transport from Sandy to get
yeah.
him. Yeah, yeah.
I was aware that Krieger worked on some sort of biochemical weapon, and the plague is a product of that.
Mm.
That was what I was made aware. Stacy made me aware that she got a bunch of. There's a company, and I think I don't quote me. Let me look. I have it in an investigative report. Hold on. Let me direct you to it because Ember was on a psych hold, so she like told me stuff about Ember, and then she's like, I have something else that's more important than Ember. And then we talked about this. So give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. It's gonna be if you look at 33031. She I have them broken up. The bottom bullet point is everything she told me. Um she got a package. It was from Sadie from Go Postal with an automatic message. It was 4 books of different hospitals. They were all praising her work. And she got the last book she got was a location of Life Invader. There was a USB to plug into the second floor. It was Dr. Ryan Krieger and a Marshall. Um,
Oh.
oh my god. He admitted
Holy
on the
fuck.
video apparently that Krieger worked for the Faceless.
What the fuck? Okay.
Um,
This is
they
not what I was expecting us to talk about, by the way. So
I don't
this
know
is
if
this is actually crazy. But
they were mad at Krieger because he was betraying their trust.
yeah.
The all the attending doctors at CMC know about this. I don't know about the situation or about Stacy getting the package.
Mm.
Um, he was working on something. He was patient zero for the plague, which we all know.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
he said that he would need help. There was some sort of code breaker to be able to undo what he has done. So there's some sort of code breaker to like whatever biochemical weapon that he was like working on. It can be undone apparently. And then a few months ago, she was approached by Edgar 3 times. He kept hinting that Stacy may have knew about bigger things. The newspaper came out about the article with Ryan Krieger. She then texts Edgar trying to catch up with him. She was trying to figure out the newspaper was something that he was trying to warn her about. After she watched the video in that package, she was approached by 3 people who were saying they were working to try and take down this organization, which I'm thinking is the Faceless. While Krieger was ranting, she's tried to do research. Oh, while Krieger was ranting, and I think it stated that. Sorry, my notes were really quick because there's a lot of information. I think she's trying to do the research of what Krieger has done to try and counteract it. Uh,
Mm.
what it worries her about this organization is she doesn't know who they are. Mr. Waxfor is one of the names that she remembers from the organization that is trying to counteract the Faceless, reaching out to her. Uh, his phone number is linked at the
Oh.
bottom. She gave me his phone
What
number.
the fuck?
Also, look at
Uh,
report 32582. That's a video. And the transcript of the video is in there as
I
well.
don't have access to that. Um, let me call you right back. I know it's important, but I got tied up in something. I'll call you right back.
Wait, that's a different org.
So where I think this ties into Darkstone is because she mentions another PMC, Delta One, and apparently there's fake doctors trying to finish what they started. There were 2 people. I think this might have been in context with you, sir. I think she
Yes. So
mentions.
this is talking about me. and Delta 1, but that has nothing to do with Dr. Krieger. I'm confused.
Oh, this is about the signal jammer. Apparently, she knew.
Okay.
This is the whole situation with the signal jammer. But yeah, the thing that Krieger was working on has ways of being deployed that's like you can't even think of. Like it's unfathomable to even think how it can be deployed. And it scared her and how much she knew about the patient. So yeah, Mr. 1X4 is apparently part of this company.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something, and V, this is one of those things where you cannot. You need to understand from you whether or not you're gonna go and tell even your command. And
Okay.
the reason I say that, this is one of those circumstances where it's about someone else's life, right? Rather than, petty shit. You know what I mean?
Because I even talked to her and said, listen, are you looking for me to document this? And she said, yes, I need this documented. So this is why it's documented and documented only. I didn't document what we talked about last night because she said she trusts me and I don't want people...
good. It's that other bit that, what did she tell you last night?
I was in the middle of paperwork. She didn't give me very specifics, but she told me that apparently there's a special person of interest and a group of people asking her to do some sort of operation on this person.
Yes. Okay.
And she's
I'll tell
meeting
you.
with them today, or was
Yeah,
supposed
that was
to.
yesterday. So, I'm going to say this much, absent her giving permission, right? I need to be considerate of her. Hope you understand, V.
100%.
I will say that everything in relation to this is documented such that not even all the marshals know. Because like I said, once again, this is about someone else's life, not about who solves what. She's being asked to do things, and the marshals are going to attempt to circumvent it by... Look, I'm just going to tell you, but V, this is this gets out, it's her life, right? She's gotten
Completely understand.
She's gotten approval by the board to put this individual under to make him appear dead, and we are going to work to extract him out of the country. So, and the body is going to be replaced with another cadaver. So, there you go. She is concerned that swapping her with someone else just means this guy is going to die, and she is already she's not going to change her mind, right? She was asked to go speak with the Faceless. So
is this person she's trying to make seem dead a faceless asset?
We don't know yet. She doesn't know the name. We have suspicions of who it is, but we're uncertain. We have 3 bodies in marshal custody right now. There's new changes coming with Sama, because what's happening is we have Faceless assets, Darkstone assets, fucking VIPs from these things that are going into ICU, and there is virtually no good documentation as to who is pulling them out, who is operating on them, who even in law enforcement is releasing them, right? So it's kind of like a beautiful shitstorm, or not a beautiful, but the opposite of beautiful shitstorm of like bad scenarios.
I mean, this is why you have street gangs say that we're incompetent, because shit like this happens.
That's exactly it. So I've already I spoke to Sama about 4 days ago. There will be some form of documentation. It may even just be me that has access, such that, let's say something bad happens, I can have oversight of it from a law enforcement perspective, right? Like, let's say you're like, dog, where'd my patient go? We can literally see who did it, right? The balance here is the PIPA rights, right? PIPA versus chain of custody mixed with the fact that people can just, show up in ICU. Like, in reality, these people shouldn't be there, right? Like, in a perfect world, they should be in a different hospital already.
It should be like in
we
a
can't.
secured law enforcement hospital.
Precisely. But we're trying to find a solution sort of in absence of things, if you know what I mean.
I mean, shouldn't, and I don't know if this is like within our rights, but if I have someone that I don't know what happened to, I always tell the doctors if they go to ICU, no visitation, not to be released. No one is to speak to this person besides doctors until they speak to law enforcement. Is that violating rights? I don't think it is.
No, but there's no like full ledger on that, right? Think
Right.
about how many times you get, yo, so and so is in police custody, they're out. You know what I mean? And now we have potential corrupt cops. V, I'm gonna tell you right now, brother, shit's getting leaked. Like
Is it
the
cops
amount
or
of
is it the archivists?
everyone. PD, I think there's DOJ leaks. I think there's doctors playing games.
I think EMS leaks. I think the entirety of
Oh,
EMS
EMS
leaks.
easily does. But the thing is, there's going to be accidents by those who own the information, right? There'll be a point where I accidentally say something. Chris accidentally says something. You accidentally say something unintentionally, right? Like say a little too much. But like generally speaking, we're also doing the work, right? There's like privilege there. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm talking
if I
about
want to leak my own
non-privileged.
investigation, it's my
Yeah.
investigation to leak.
Exactly that. Like, in other words, like, malicious or foolish. There's going to be times where let's say I'm cooking on something, Chris is cooking on it, and he does something I don't agree with, says something I don't agree with, but he had an angle that he wanted to play, whatever. That's still kosher, right? That still makes sense. I'm talking about the other bullshit. Someone's getting like nudes on their text message, so they're like, hey dog, let me do this, or like, oh, BFF, whatever, or Chris, what was the latest thing we heard? Was it you that told me?
What's that? Sorry.
A leak.
On radio? On leak?
It was either you or McAllister that mentioned there's somebody that is likely leaking reports.
That must have been McAllister then.
Yeah. We've had enough incidents like this week where like even I've like raised my eyebrow where like things have been said and I'm like, there's 4 people who know this. And but the thing is like, what do you do about it? Cause like you know what I'm saying, V? Like some shit that very few people know because it's like fresh information. And then all of a sudden someone's like non-privileged talking about it. It's like, okay, something ain't right here. But
Something ain't right.
yeah. So I've been very cautious with this Dr. Stacy situation. She's obviously not trained in law enforcement. I don't know the full risk factor. I don't know how like fragile her life is. I'm assuming that something bad happened, she's gone, right? And as such, even like I said, among the marshals, not everyone knows what there is an attempt to do. We don't know the target yet. I transparently, she's been. Wait, what was the message for me? Sorry.
The meeting is delayed.
Okay.
Postponed is a better word. Because don't know. She didn't give me another time. She just said meeting is postponed.
Okay. The tilde is we have no perfect solution. Dr. Stacy's already committed. She's already too deep. So we're going to make it appear as though she was successful and then get that individual out. And hopefully all goes well. And then after that, the This will continue to remain sealed because if it's found out that Dr. Stacy actually, let's call her Miss Tylenol, is working with us, they're gonna fucking, God knows what they're gonna do to her, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I told her before, we talked and she mentioned the Faceless, and I said, Stacy, I'm only talking to you about this because I've already signed shit that has to do with the Faceless. There's already a target on my back. They might not look at me right now, but they will eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me this puts a target on your back as well. I'm okay with you talking to me because my name is already out there on things that involve that organization. And she's like, that's fine. She's like, I understand. Me telling you this information could potentially put me in harm. So I said, okay. And she's like, this is one of the reasons, because she said, I know you're a good cop and you care, and I would surmise that your name is on stuff that deals with this organization already. So that is why she tells me things.
Yeah. Okay. This is good. Do you know who else can be trusted with this? Like, and when I say that, like, who would be willing to put the effort in and actually values life? You know what I mean? Like, where they understand that our job is to value life and not personal egos, right?
Oxby is one. However, I don't know if he likes investigations, but he would be more on your tax side to be able to get your operations done that you need to get done.
Yeah.
I could vouch for that.
It's very hard. It's very hard. We live in a very big city full of egos.
Egos and fucking children.
Egos and children. I've been told I am a rare breed. I don't have ego.
Or much of one, you mean? We all got egos.
Okay, yeah, I don't have much of an ego, and I understand. I put this badge on every day because I want to protect people and do them right. So, most people, most law enforcement officers are, I'm sending you to jail because I can. Makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to say. I think Ruby's also a good one. That was my mentor when I was hired, and I've learned a lot from her, in a sense. And she's also here for people. Oxby, Ruby.
What
Honestly,
about Shift 1?
Opal, honestly. I think you can shape her into that.
I can't shape anyone anymore. I got too much on my plate.
Well, I think she has a very moldable and bendable will to be
I
what
agree
you
with
are
you, by the
looking
way. I'm just saying I don't
Yeah.
have the cycles, right?
I think if we sat down
What
and
is
talked to
going
her,
on with her? Has she
What do
been
you-
good, by the way? I don't know.
She's-
Like, I feel like she's been, from the outside, it feels like she's been cut off.
Well, I mean, look at it this way, right? New chief comes in, she's stripped of everything. Old chief demoted her for a mistake that someone else made, another sergeant made, that didn't get filled in all the way completely. She got demoted for that. And then she got stripped of everything that she had worked for. So I understand if she's a little quiet, a little less, driven to do things. But she's been good. She's not outbursting. Attitude problem that she was having isn't there. She is familiar with this stuff. She carried whatever you guys have was all because of her. Like the stuff before you took over was because of Opal. It wasn't because I got her. It was because of Opal. I think she has a very bright mind. Also very good on the tactical side. But she also knows how to at least she can hold her own weight in court, which means that the stuff coming from court, such as investigations like subpoenas and search warrants, she is very competent and able to do.
Oh yeah, no, she's very competent. Yeah, I don't think there's any denying that.
And I think she is much like myself and very community driven. Sure, she has a big, loud ego because she's big, loud, and German. But it's not so much of a. I know when to cut my losses and to back down. She definitely knows how to do that. So I would recommend Opal, Oxby, and Ruby.
What about Shift 1? Is Shift 1 really that bad right now? Because that's what I'm not saying you're saying this, but that's the vibe I'm getting based on the name.
Well, Opal's Shift 1.
She
Opal's
is.
Shift
That
1.
is true.
Shift 1 does have a lot of egos. And there's a lot of people that are cops for the wrong reason, in my opinion. I could recommend Jeb. I think Jeb's been in there with Dark Sun before. I would recommend Jeb too. Honestly, the high command that Fred has put in place are all pretty competent and decent. I would say, in the sense of like what you're looking for to keep things close to the heart. Jeb, Carmine, but it's like, can they lock in and take something serious? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like, I mean, we can cross that bridge when the time comes, to be honest. I think for now, the footprint is the size that it needs to be. Anymore, it's going to get dangerous, right?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only reason I called you is because Stacy personally asked me to. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're appraised on this. I gotta get back to reading these fucking documents. We're gonna have some new legal tools soon.
Cool. I'm just gonna let you guys know too. Sean McQuillan probably killed 2 international police officers. So.
What?
Yeah. I'm working on that right now.
Can do. Wait.
Springfield.
How you doing, Springfield?
Right. Trying to consider sound blocking materials in my apartment.
You left me a very curious text message here. After consideration with some communication with other marshals. So what occurred? I'm curious.
I guess some just disagreement or misunderstanding on this process, and I'm just getting a feeling that the vibes just aren't vibing for me.
Okay.
I mean, the whole